Greetings, dear brothers and sisters in Christ. My name is Csongor Kelemen, and I'm here to welcome you on the very first episode of the series ORA et LABORA, which means to pray and to work. In this series, we sit down with CEOs, directors, entrepreneurs, businessmen from Urk, the Netherlands, to talk with them about work and pray, about how they can combine and how they can bring balance to their work and their faith life. And these episodes will be aired in 4 parts, so with each of our guests we will have a longer discussion, which you can watch in 3 or 4 distinct parts. So whether you are watching on live TV or on YouTube, welcome. And for our very first discussion, we are joined by Johannes Oost. And I would like to ask you, please present yourself and tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Johannes. I'm working here at the company, the Boer Marine. Right now I'm 37 years old. Working for this company for approximately 5 years. I have a family, I'm married, got 2 children, and that's basically a little bit it.
So you said the name of your company is the Boer Marine.
Correct.
And what does your company do?
Our company is specialized in the maritime market, and what we do in the maritime market is we do the navigation on board, like the bridge equipment. We do the IT on board, like computers and printers and the routers and the network. Also the communication part, satellite communication is what we do. So what we try to do is make the whole chain from stop to start, so people can come to us and say, hey, I have an issue with this or I have an issue with that, and then they come to us. Telephony on board. All during satellite communication, of course, as I just mentioned, because on the sea there is no other way to have internet capabilities.
Yes, yeah. So you do both hardware and software?
Hardware, software, installations, service, support, management, everything.
Yeah. The whole package?
The whole package, and we control and service everything ourselves.
Is this technology that you use quite new? Because I can imagine that you also said that a few decades ago it was not possible for ships to communicate via satellite, or so. How does that work?
It's not new technology, but it's technology that's constantly evolving. So every couple of years there's new technology, and you need to adapt to it, and you need to present it. More and more data is required on board of vessels. More and more internet is required. There is mandatory to have internet for the crew welfare, for the crew on board, so they can have communications on board. It's more and more becoming regulations. So more data is required. If you look at it like 20 years ago, the data streams required was like sending an email, but now these days they have cell phones and they want to have WhatsApp meetings or Teams meetings with their home, because they are away many weeks from their home, the crew on board, of course. They want to do live office sessions with the captain, things like that. Everything. So more and more data is required, and it also requires constantly new equipment on board in terms of the communication part. Navigation-wise, it's similar. More and more navigation equipment needs to be put on board to make sure the vessel follows all regulations.
Yeah. Well, you talked a little about about the marine business, and well, it's not by accident that that a company here based in Urk has something to do with the seafaring, because we're sitting here in one of the boardrooms of your company, and you see a beautiful picture about the harbor of Urk with the lighthouse just behind your back.
Yep.
And so maybe it's also important for the viewers to know that Urk used to be an island, and it has a long history in shipbuilding, in seafaring, especially in the fishing industry.
Absolutely.
So are most of your clients also bound to URK, or does that not play a major role?
Yes. When the first company was set up, the first customers was actually in the fishing market. That's where we growth, because that's what URK stands for in the Netherlands, of course, the fishing market industry.
Yeah.
But once we got multiple vessels in the fishing industry, we also got from the commercial industry, and we are developing slowly, but over the years, and now we are doing the offshore market, even the deep sea market, cargo, fishing, everything. So it all started with fishing, and then moved on to bigger vessels and bigger companies.
Just to tell you how important the work is that you're doing, just a few years ago, as a pastor here in the village, I was talking with a fisherman, and he told me how it was a few decades ago, when his third, fourth, well, as you know, people have many children here. I don't know which child of his was born then, but he was gone for a week to fish. And when he came into the harbor, then the harbor master came and he said, well, which one of you is, and they said his name. He said, I am. Oh, well, a couple of years ago you had a son. So it took quite some time, because it was not possible for them to communicate from board. It took quite some time to get information, but now it's possible for fishermen and other seafarers to communicate with home. But of course, it's nice to talk about it, but you can also show us. You have some promo material that you would like to show us.
Yes, we can show some promo.
We can look at some promo videos.
In a world where innovation knows no bounds, where the sea becomes a canvas of endless possibilities, one idea dares to redefine the future. DB-Matic, a beacon of light in the maritime darkness. Under the unwavering leadership of Boer Marine, DB-Matic has set sail on a quest that will change everything. It began with an idea, a vision, ignited by the creative mind of Pedro Rapé, fueled by innovation and a deep-seated passion for the maritime world. Pedro's concept set the course for a groundbreaking journey. This vision, initially a spark in a vast ocean of possibilities, has now become a resounding reality throughout a remarkable collaboration with Boer Marine. In partnership with Boer Marine, Pedro's vision has been brought to life, transforming the way we navigate, monitor, and ensure the safety and efficiency of our maritime endeavors. The synergy of Pedro Rapé's ingenuity and Boer Marine's expertise has given birth to DB-Matic, a beacon of innovation in the maritime industry. Together, they have turned a dream into a tangible, world-changing environment. DB-Matic has won the prestigious Maritime Talent Award. Our commitment to innovation has paved the way for an entirely new dimension of smart maritime solutions. DB-Matic's IoT at Sea project has forever changed the way we approach the sea. It's a project that has not only transformed the maritime industry, but also enhanced safety, efficiency, and sustainability at sea. Using advanced IoT technology, local and cloud-based, DB-Matic and Boer Marine have provided the maritime world with real-time data and analysis crucial for navigation, safety, saving fuel and efficiency at sea. This has not only reduced operational costs, but also spared the environment. And now, in recognition of our groundbreaking work, DB-Matic has won the Maritime Talent Award, a tribute to our unwavering commitment to the maritime industry. We celebrate the innovation, determination, and vision that have brought us to this point of success. Together, we sail toward a smarter horizon. DB-Matic, driven by data, powered by Boer Marine.
Yep.
So that's how it looks in practice. I'm curious. Do you also partake in these? Are you also quite often far from home? Do you also go?
Yes, but it's more visiting customers, visiting exhibitions,
Yeah.
I'm not an engineer myself. I'm the VP of Business Development. Basically, that means trying to evolve the business, keeping track of everything, making sure the whole business grows naturally based on market needs, check what's necessary in the market, what do the customers require, and so on and so on. So you travel a lot for it because we have vessels that are moving globally, of course. So our business is global.
Yeah, yeah. And what would you say the unique selling point of your company is? What makes your company special?
Unique selling points is, I think I said a little bit also in the beginning already, is that we are trying to do everything ourselves from the start to stop. You see a couple of other companies in the same market that would only do one part of it, only navigation, only IT, or only the communication part of it, which sometimes results in some struggles and finger pointing when there is an issue on board, because they all relate to each other. So that's one unique selling point that we have, that we are like a company that you can call for everything that you have an issue with. The other is we control and manage it all ourselves, but we also support and service it, but also design it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we also have programmers, designers here. We build our own monitoring boxes, we build our own management boxes. I think that's a unique selling point instead of using typical standardized items in the market.
You said that your company is has a global range. Does that mean that you also are working with other companies from other countries?
Yes.
And how does that work?
Yeah, we like to use resellers or dealers who actually do service visits for us and resell our services and equipment to them. From remote, we assist them, of course, with everything. Especially during the COVID pandemic, this was very nice to have, because it was a travel ban. Usually you could not travel, or your engineers would have issues, like they would be there for 4 weeks under quarantine. And if you could get local ones, local dealers, they would do it. Yeah, we could still continue business. Plus it's also cost saving. If you need to fly everywhere, which some companies do, the cost for installation and support is very high. We try to reduce that to a minimum by working with local partners who also know the market.
Yeah. And what makes working for you in this company worthwhile and the most exciting? What is the most fulfilling part of your job that you do?
That every day is different. It's every day it's a new challenge. Every day there is something going on, whether there's an issue in maybe Asia, Japan, or it's in the US, so different time zones.
Yeah.
Making sure that every system is working. When it works, that gives you a nice rush, and that your network is online and working for so many customers and so many vessels.
Yeah.
And that people are happy that they have stable internet connectivity, because it's a must-have on vessels these days.
Yeah. So your job and your work gives you some kind of feeling of accomplishment and achievement, fulfillment. That's really nice to hear. And what I would like to talk with you about is how this relates to your place within the whole of this world and your place under God. But that is something that we will talk about in the next episode, when we will talk about your upbringing and how you first contacted the faith, and you first contacted the name of Jesus, and how this faith has evolved during the years and where you are now. So that is something we will talk about next time when you tune in the next part of our interview with Johannes Oost, when we will talk with him about how his faith has evolved from childhood until this point. As you know, the title of the series is ORA et LABORA. So next time we will talk about ORA, which means to pray. And what I pray is that you all have a blessed day, and Godspeed. See you next time. Goodbye.